a military pact between the US and Niger that provided US soldiers with a vital military base and launching pad in the Sahel region of Africa, has been suspended. The announcement of the action came after US officials visited Niger last week to voice their worries, sparking a controversy concerning Niger's relationship with Russia and Iran. Niger has been ruled by the military since July 2023, when Abdourahamane Tchiani's Special Guard Force captured and jailed democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum, and Niger has since been led by coup leader Abdourahamane Tchiani. The late creator of the state-funded Wagner military force in Russia, Yevgeny Prigozhin, praised the coup as a long-overdue liberation from Western colonizers. Following the coup, the military government was threatened with force by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, which demanded the quick reinstatement of Bazoum. Russia forbade ECOWAS from acting in this manner. Following the lead of neighbouring Mali and Burkina Faso, both of which had military takeovers in recent years, Niger expelled French and other European forces. The French embassy in Niger was shut down. Following the coup, the US likewise halted some aid, but in December it made the conditional promise to resume relations. February saw the most sanctions removed by ECOWAS as well. Following the coup, the US military moved some of its personnel from Air Base 101 in the city to Air Base 201 as part of its consolidation of forces in Niger. In the meantime, Niger has looked to Russia for assistance, much like Mali and Burkina Faso. In December, a Russian delegation paid Niamey a visit. To discuss military and commercial ties, Nigerian Prime Minister Ali Mohamed Lamine Zaina travelled to Moscow in January. Colonel Amadou Abdourahamane, the spokesperson for the Niger military, mentioned pressure from the US over the countries Niger might collaborate with while declaring the suspension of the agreement. Abdourahamane expressed dissatisfaction over the American delegation's plan to restrict the sovereign Nigerian people's ability to select alliances and forms of cooperation that will actually serve them in their struggle against terrorism. He criticized the US diplomats for their condescending attitude and claimed that Washington had broken diplomatic convention by failing to notify Niger of the delegation's members, arrival date, or agenda. General Abdourahamane Tchiani, the head of Niger's armed forces, refused to meet with the delegation. The US delegation later met the Prime Minister in Niamey, as reported by the local media. It is evident that the US is getting increasingly irritated with Niger's increasing military alliances with Russia. According to Niger, the US presence in the nation hasn't succeeded in stopping armed groups' operations there. Despite these alliances, the Sahel region continues to be the global epicenter for terrorism. In fact, rather than helping to reduce terrorism, the United States' direct training and support of armed forces in the Sahel has made matters worse. The harsh truth is that officers with American training have frequently used their weapons against the very regimes they were supposed to defend, sparking a wave of coups that have further destabilized the area. Contrary to expectations, the US commitment to these military forces has created a number of governance voids that have aided in the growth of terrorist organizations and the proliferation of violations of human rights. One classic example of how US efforts have backfired is the case of Colonel Assimi Goïta in Mali. Before toppling the Mali government in 2020, Goïta visited the Joint Special Operations University in Florida, participated in training exercises with US Special Operations Forces, and worked cooperatively with them. Following that, Goïta consented to serve as vice president in a transitional government entrusted with re-establishing civilian rule over the country. But in 2021, he regained control. Abdourahamane stopped short of saying US forces should leave. But he alleged their status and presence in Niger was illegal and violated constitutional and democratic rules because he claimed it was unilaterally imposed in 2012. He claimed that Niger was unaware of the quantity of US military and civilian people stationed there, as well as the number of weapons in use, and that the agreement did not require the US military to react to requests for assistance in fighting extremists. All these is happening after the military chiefs of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso said that their countries would all be exiting the Economic Community of West African States on short notice. The announcement, which was broadcast on state television in all three nations, said that ECOWAS had deviated from pan-Africanism and the ideals of its founding fathers after over 50 years of existence, and that the decision to quit had been made with complete sovereign authority. In the most recent developments, the ECOWAS has urged the military leaders of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to reconsider their decision to quit the economic and political alliance, warning of the hardships the move would force on their citizens. West Africa cannot successfully navigate this volatile chapter and emerge stronger, more united, and prepared to face the challenges of the future unless there is a sincere commitment to open communication, structural transformation, and a focus on the collective good. While the road ahead won't be simple, the stakes are enormous and will require vision, leadership, and a shared desire to create a better future for the entire area. What do you think about Niger cutting military ties with the US? Do you think Russia and Iran will be a better ally than the West? Tell us what you think in the comments section below, and please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more informative videos like this one.